Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advanced, and this game was played in Men's Olympiad in FIDE, and it was played in 2024. And here we are, India is playing against Iceland, and with the white pieces we have Vigner Stephenson, and with the black pieces we have the current reigning world champion Gukesh D. So this game is going to be one insane game, and I have already covered the Women's Olympiad. I have covered Divya Deshmukh's games because she had an extraordinary Olympiad there. 9.5 out of 11 is a dream score, and Gukesh didn't have much less than that either because he had 9 out of 10, and I think these were the star players. So definitely I shown all of the best games, so you can check that out on my channel. It's in the playlist. I'll be having this in the playlist in the video's description as well. And now we are going to be covering Gukesh's games as well, so this is going to be one insane match. So without further ado, let's start with this game. Here d4 by Vigner, and we have knight to f6 by Gukesh, c4 e6, and just going for knight to f3. We go for the anti-Nimzo Indian variation. We have h6, g3, and just bishop to b4, bishop to d2, bishop to e7, bishop to g2, and here just castles, d5, and here just going for queen to c2. We have c6, rook to d1, knight bd7, and just bishop to f4. We have a5. Now we have knight to c3, and now just going for t captures on c3. Definitely just trying to go for that. And we have knight bd2, knight to d2, and knight to d5. Now just attacking that bishop and also just trying to ruin the pawn structures. We have knight captures on c4, knight captures on f4, and we have g captures, knight to f6, knight to e5, and now just going for this knight to d7, bishop to d7. We have e3, bishop back to e8, and might seem like a weird move. Why do you want a bishop to be there? But there is no actual good squares for it, and I think here Gukesh didn't want to lose the bishop pair early on because he wanted to win this game. He didn't play round 1, by the way, and in the Olympiad this is round 2, and that's why I'm showing it from round 2. Here king to h1 was played, king to h8, and rook to g1. Here we have rook to c8, rook a d1, bishop to d6, and now just finally going for this bishop to f3. Now just trying to use this file for attacking purposes, and definitely you with the white pieces you want to try and attack and get those victory. We have queen to e7, and maybe just with these ideas, but it's very much difficult because this knight is just on an absolutely spectacular square. It's going to be very much difficult to kick that out as well. If you go a move like that and push it, you just weaken your king side. So I don't know how what Gukesh's plan here is, but we'll see. Here just knight to a4, but now just going for this rook to c7, knight to d3, queen to d8, and just rook to c1. Here just a very nice knight to d5 here, and just a3, f6, and now just finally never allowing that knight to stay there. We have a queen to d2, now just going for an immediate g5, and this is a very bold move. That's why you played this rook to c7, because now once the rook comes in, you're going to double up on the g file, and instead of white using it for attacking purposes, because you had your chance, right? You pushed that pawn, you created a very solidifying structures, you put that rook, but you didn't double up. That means you're just not interested in attack, maybe just in a little bit of intimidation, and maybe now Gukesh is going to show you what attack actually feels like, because here queen caps on a5, and that is not a move where you play when you want to attack on the king side. So that was just for show, and now it's not going to be so, because here bishop to g6 was played by Gukesh, just targeting this knight. And where are you actually putting this knight? There is not a good square for that knight because all of these squares are covered. You don't want to put it here because just bishop captures, and open file, it will be very very good. Also you ruin your pawn structure, and also there are not that many squares. Here queen to d2, again just defending the knight, queen to e8, knight is c5, and here just rook to g7, just going as planned. And we have queen to e2, rook f to g8, rook c e1, and just bishop to d8. And now it just seems very 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 difficult here, I think, to hold this position, because that pawn storm is definitely coming. And how do you do anything against that? And you with the white pieces, I think that's not something you want to face, simply because of the fact that you had very nice opportunity to doubling up rooks on the g file and starting an attack, and you didn't, and now your opponent has started an attack with the black pieces. And how are you going to deal with that? Queen to d2 was played by Vigner. We have bishop to h7 by Gukesh, but just queen to d1, b6, knight to b3, and here just g4, just going all out here. Bishop to g2 was played, but just a beautiful queen to h5, and now whatever is gonna come is just not gonna be good. And let me tell you, the best move in this position, I don't think anyone is ever gonna find it in a million years if you calculate every possible lines. And the best move is knight b to c1 here. I mean, every piece is here, every from bishop to this knight can jump in at any time in the future. Every piece is here, and the best move in this position is knight to c1. That's absolutely insane. The idea is after queen moves back to f5, because now your attack doesn't work. The attack was based on I think I won't ruin it for you before actually showing you, but here after knight to e2 we have h5, and after e4 now you just go for this knight to e7, queen to b3, and bishop to e7. But here after a4, now most likely what's going to follow is h4, and now you can just push that pawn, and to stop it you need this knight here. That's the entire point about this, because here after h3 now you play g captures, and after this bishop to f3, not capturing it because just not capturing it because it's not going to be good enough, because you can understand that this is not defended, so there is no point in going for that. And after bishop to g6 now you just play this knight to b4, just trying to put some pressure, also just defending the bishop as well. We have bishop to d6, but now once the knight remaneuvers, bishop to c7, queen to c3, now you go for this bishop to h5, just asking for that bishop trade. And once rook captures, and bishop captures, queen captures is played, you just capture the h3 pawn, and that's how you survive this attack with this insane remaneuvering. And I think it's an insane engine line. No one is gonna ever find it. I mean, if someone finds it, that would be really really impressing. I mean, insanely impressing. But here after queen to d2, not knight to c1 by Wigner. If he played it, I think he would be like alpha 0 or something. But here in this position we have g3, and this g3 is a spectacular move, because you cannot go here f captures, you cannot go h captures, because that would be an illegal move. But here f captures was played, but now comes this rook captures on g3, and now your entire position is absolutely falling. Here e4, just getting that knight out, but here just a beautiful beautiful knight sacrifice by Gukesh, just getting the rook into the game. You want to capture my knight, go right ahead. I'm just going to go here and I'm going to mate you. Here queen to e2 was tried, once you go here, so I'll just trade the queens and I'll be out of the waters. But here just a beautiful knight captures on f4 with a very nice 4k here as well. And we have knight caps on f4, and now just bishop captures, so everything is just falling apart. And here in this position bishop to f3 was played, but it is a very very heinous blunder here in this position, because here just a beautiful rook captures on f3, opening up an attack. And here going for this, also this is threatened, and it was on this move, on move 40, that here Stephenson resigned the game, and Gukesh, after launching this spectacular attack, won this game in 40 moves and also got this point for India. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back with games like these, so stay tuned to the channel and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys very very soon. Thank you all.